Are you broke? Do you really not want a job? Well, today I'm going to show you how you can start phone flipping with $0. Coming up next. Hey guys, this is Broke to Beast, where we make videos about starting your own business, online or offline, as well as follow along my own journey. Before we start, if you like entrepreneurship and business content, make sure you go down below and subscribe because we post videos every day about helping you achieve your success. First off, let's talk about the fact of getting a job. Now, if you're too young to get a job in your country, I understand. But if you think you're an entrepreneur and that's why you don't want to get a job, I can't understand that. But the problem is, sometimes a job has to be part of your journey in order for you to have a faster success and reach your goals faster. Because imagine if you don't get a job. First, you can't pay your bills. Maybe you have to be dependent on your parents. And you don't have any independence and you don't have any money to invest in your business. I've made this mistake before and it's a truly bad mistake. If you truly want to be an entrepreneur, you have to be willing to do whatever it takes. And that includes having a job. So this means that if you're completely broke, it's just easier to get a job, even just a part-time job, so you get some money to pay your rent or pay your food and to invest some money in your business. Okay, but if you really don't want a job, I have a few tips for you that can help you start flipping phones with zero money. Okay, so if you have any websites in your country that help you sell stuff from your house, my first tip is to gather everything around your house that you don't really need and that you know you can sell for, and go on those websites and sell that stuff. Literally, just go into your room, open your closet up and see whatever kind of junk you have inside of there. Just get rid of everything and try to make some money with those pieces, because most people have a lot of stuff that they don't use at home and they could sell it online, and there are other people that would actually buy those products, but people don't realize that. And so if you have some stuff at home, pick those stuff up and put it on eBay so you can get some money to start your business. And the cool thing is about phone flipping is that you actually only need $20 to start. I actually have a video in the description that will help you out, showing you how with only $20 you can start phone flipping. So you simply have to sell maybe one item or two items to make $20 and to start your journey. But still, I would try to sell as much stuff as possible. Also, so you can clear up your house and not have so much stuff around. The second big tip that I'm going to talk about is to ask your friends and family for their phones. I know this sounds weird, but it's actually a really good idea. If your parents are excited for you to start a business and they really want to help you out, maybe they might give you their cell phone or an extra cell phone that they have for free, or they might sell it to you for a much cheaper price. So you can use that phone to sell it and then use that money to start your business and start flipping phones. And even if it's not your parents, it could be your uncles, your extended family. They could help you out in some way. Or even if they don't sell you the phone for less money or even give it to you for free, you can still buy it from them at a decent price so you can resell it. Also, your friends can also be a good source of phones. If one of your friends wants to buy a new phone, you can actually say, oh, I'll get you a new phone, just give me your old phone and I'll trade it for a new phone. You'll find one in the market, you'll trade it with them and you'll get the difference. You'll get a bit of the percentage. And that's a good way to start as well. Or you can just ask them to buy the phone from them if they have an extra phone as well. If you explain your situation to people around you and if they support you, they might even help you along the way with new phones and new contacts for your business. So don't rule your family out. Now, if you have one of those families like mine that doesn't want to help you and just doesn't like the idea of you starting a business, well, tough luck. You just gotta get out there and start grinding and get those first phones, or just get a job, like I said in the beginning. The third tip is something I've been thinking about the last few days, and I'm not sure if it is totally doable because it's a very high ticket item, phones. But I was thinking that maybe you could drop ship with phones. Exactly, drop ship. I know it's crazy and it might not work, but hear me out. Imagine we use the concept of drop shipping that everybody's doing now with Shopify, and I've done it before actually. I have a video on the description that talks to you about how I made $20,000 in my first 2 months. But you can use the concept of drop shipping and put it within phone flipping. There's two ways this could work. The first one is You convince somebody, maybe a friend or family or even a stranger, to give you money up front, maybe through an online transaction or through an online payment if you have a website. And then you use the person's money to buy a phone and send it to them directly. Now, here's the tricky part. You need a reliable source of phones. So in my case, for example, the best phones that I find are usually in the UK, and I buy them there to ship them here to Portugal. Why is that? Because the prices here in Portugal to sell them locally, the phones, are so much higher than the prices on the ebay.co.uk that I can actually buy in the UK, get them shipped over here, and then sell them for a pretty good profit over here locally. And so if you can find a way of doing this, or even if you don't use eBay, you can just search for a phone for that person. If you can convince somebody to give you money up front and you use that money to buy the phone and send the phone to them, as long as it's between 1 to 2 weeks of sending of the initial payment, I think it's doable. Now, would I recommend this? Maybe not the best idea, especially if you're going to meet up with a person in person, you know. If the phone doesn't arrive, it can be tricky. But if you explain the situation, they might understand. But don't explain it like, oh, I'm just starting out. Say like, oh, I have to get the phone from the warehouse, send it to me, and then I'll be able to give it to you. And if you explain that situation, maybe people understand. Now, to be honest, I have never done this before, so be wary. But I think I'm going to try it in the near future, because I think it can be very good in terms of startup capital, because you can extend your product line so much, so fast, and you don't need to use your own money, which is great. So as long as you have a reliable source of phones, it can be great, and you have a decent profit margin, obviously. Also, if you can use this method of drop shipping phones with friends and family, I think it could be a great idea as well, because since they trust you, they might help you out and say, okay, I'll give you the money first, use my money to buy it, and then I'll receive the phone in 1 to 2 weeks. And this way it might be easier. Another way to start flipping phones when you don't have any money is to learn how to repair phones. So this will just cost you maybe $5 in order to buy the repair kit. So it's not totally $0, but it's $5 and a YouTube video on YouTube. So if you can start repairing phones and you charge for it, you can use that money in order to invest in your phone flipping business. Anyways, I hoped all of this information helped you out, and if you like this type of content, please leave a like and subscribe, because we post videos every day about phone flipping, entrepreneurship, and your journey and my journey to success. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comments below so we can have a conversation and help each other out. And until next time, peace.